Hey everybody, Darth Boy. Long time no see. If you've missed my political content, I don't even know how the hell I'm going to really go with this or roll with this. I have some topics or ideas. But firstly, to set the tone of this video, I miss the casual nature of this shit. You know, the shit I do and how I do it isn't complicated objectively. It's simple. I set up a DSLR with a shotgun mic and roll with it. And then after recording, I take the SD card, put it in the computer, edit it in Adobe Premiere, and I have amazing 1080p, 60 FPS or 30 FPS footage to roll with that's really good quality, that I can edit really well. Will there be a hiss from the shotgun mic? Yes, but that's something I've come to terms with. However, I could probably resolve that by just plugging the DSLR into the computer and then plugging the shotgun mic into the computer as well, and then I would have a perfect setup for that. But that's too high tech. That's too fancy. One of the things I liked about this shit I used to do is I was just a guy with a webcam and had opinions, and I just wanted to do that. I just hoped that was I hoped that style of video was good or entertaining enough, even though I didn't have the best stuff to work with back then. Even though I got amazing shit now to work with, I've since run into some issues. So, with that all being said, we just have to roll with what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, until shit gets better. So, let's talk about my favorite topic, Donald Trump. Now, it's my favorite topic because I hate this motherfucker. I hate this motherfucker with every fiber of my being. I hate this son of a bitch. I hate this motherfucker with every fiber of my being. This is a piece of shit person, if I can even call him a fucking person, who I was worried about getting into power since 2015. November of 2015, nearly 8 years later, everything I thought about this piece of shit has been proven to be 100% accurate. He is an evil piece of shit. He is a criminal. He has been indicted 3 times, and now the little fucker has a mugshot, which I really want to turn into a poster. This man has been indicted on so many fucking things. But the biggest thing some people are trying to defend here is this asshole having highly classified material, some of which involve nuclear secrets. Now, every other president since the atomic bomb was created, when it came to these secrets, would work with the National Archives, whatever government facilities they needed to go through in order to give them the classified material. So this has been a precedent from Truman since Obama. That is, in my family's circumstance, 3 generations of presidencies to witness. Sometimes more, depending on how many people are within a generation, because people got kids when they're teenagers sometimes because people are stupid. But that's completely irrelevant to this talking point. It's just a tangent I wanted to talk about and whatever the fuck else. We have people defending this asshole for doing that, justifying, oh, he declassified them with his brain. I'm no government official. I'm not in the government. I don't work for the government. But I work in a facility knowing there are certain things for a corporation I work for that there are documents and materials that I'm not allowed to handle. I do not have the ability to handle it. Someone else handles it. Now, when you're president and you're no longer the president, one of the things you have to forfeit is, of course, the classified documents you had during your tenure. You hand them to the correct official. I don't know those correct officials off the top of my head. I'll put them in the goddamn description, or I'll put them in a scrolling sequence or whatever, or I'll put them in a scrolling sequence or whatever else I use. But the point stands. You just don't fucking take this shit. It's not even like this asshole took it to like a secure facility. He took it to one of his shitty resorts, the main shitty resort, Mar-a-Lago, oh yeah, I, Donald John Trump, am going to take this highly classified, highly dangerous material that, hey, maybe a Russian spy could use, or a Chinese spy could use, or a Saudi Arabian spy could use. Just take that to a facility where security sucks. People have walked in here to a place of a former president, and that same former president just stored these highly classified documents in his wife's fucking room and the bathroom, and people didn't have a problem with it. Nobody thought this is highly illegal, this is fucked up, this is stupid. No. How many officials did he take with him post his presidency? Nobody thought to tell this stupid motherfucker, hey Don, you shouldn't take this. But who am I kidding? This is the first president to nearly start a coup, to hold on to power. You could say Nixon kind of started that, or could have done that, but he didn't. You know what? I've said this point in person many times, but I might as well throw it out here. The only person who I can think of as treasonous as Trump is John Tyler. John Tyler was the 10th president of the United States, first VP to set a precedent, which is called the Tyler precedent, where the president dies, the vice president succeeds him. He is the first line successor, or she, now that Kamala Harris is VP, to succeed the president. Why do I say I hope Donald Trump gets the John Tyler treatment, or is as much of a traitor as John Tyler was? John Tyler supported the Confederacy during the Civil War. That's pretty bad. That's pretty fucking bad. He's the only president in Washington to not be honored. What Trump did on January 6th, that's worse. Because John Tyler was far removed from power by then. At that point, he was just a private citizen with a dickhead opinion who held legitimacy due to the position he once held. But he had no real power in the government. He was just a fucking asshole. This guy was the sitting president, said, fuck you, I'm not going to do any type of transition, which in my lifetime is totally foreign. I've lived through technically four presidential transitions. No, I'm probably going to miscount here. Clinton to Bush, Bush to Obama, Obama to Trump. Okay, I miscounted, it was 3. And all of those went smoothly. The vice president who ran against Bush certified the election results, even though in that case, the 2000 election, there was reason to challenge it. Gore won the popular vote. In 2016, there was a reason to challenge the results of the Electoral College because Hillary Clinton had won the popular fucking vote. Donald Trump lost the popular vote in 2016. He loses it even more so in 2020. Then he gets defeated electorally. So he fucked up because of how he handled COVID. So then this guy does a coup, tries to do a coup, because if he did a coup, he'd be emperor or dick or king or whatever fucking title he'd want to have. Maybe he would just call it president still. But whatever, I'm talking about shit that thankfully didn't fucking happen. But could have happened if this asshole wasn't so incompetent. The fact that this guy is running for president still is terrifying. The fact that he's able to run for president is terrifying. He did a coup. He tried to do a coup. January 6th was a failed fucking coup. If you have a brain, you will know this for a fact. If you don't have a brain, you're going to defend that fascist shit, and you can kindly go fuck yourself because I don't want to hear your fucking dumbass mouth in my presence. So fuck you. But I felt good. I haven't done a rant like this in so long, but it's so freeing. Oh my god, I missed the euphoria, the dopamine I'm getting from this shit is so good. I want to talk about the Republican debate, the parts of it I saw. DeSantis flopped. That's not a surprise. He's like a fucking weirdo that is a fascist and should be competent, but thankfully has no charisma, so that's good. And then he got Vava, whatever the fuck this asshole's name is, Ramsey. I've seen enough. I've seen 2 clips of him. 3. First one sounded like He was trying to be the right-wing Bernie Sanders. I say that because he was saying revolution, we need revolution. And I'm like, well, that just takes me back to that just takes me back to when Bernie was president, and I felt like a proud goddamn American because I was voting for someone who I believed in, whose principles I believed in, whose worldview I believed in, and wanted to see fulfilled in the United States. But didn't happen. Wish it happened, didn't happen. So back to this point of if whatever the fuck, this guy's a fucking dickhead. Maybe I'll learn his name eventually if I do another video. I'll learn to pronounce his dickhead's name eventually. But one, he said climate change is a hoax, and he got booed at a Republican debate. This dumb motherfucker gets booed. How do you fuck that up? And then he basically plagiarized Obama. His policies are horrible. He's got neo-Nazis supporting him and shit. And apparently he wanted to like be a right-wing commentator for the Daily Wire. Okay, fucking weirdo. I just know this guy's a fucking fascist dickhead. The guy's Hindu, but he's supporting all this weird Christian nationalist bullshit. And I'm like, you're Hindu. You're Hindu. Your religion is, like, even as a guy who knows nothing about Hinduism, knows that Hinduism is a polytheistic faith. All the Abrahamic faiths are monotheistic. One God. But he was raised Catholic, so he wants to be the token brown guy of the Republican Party, which the Republican Party always has their token X flavor of the week. So that's not surprising. The Republican field for president is a joke. I can't believe I'm saying this considering how much of a corrupt scumbag he is. Maybe it's manufactured consent, I don't know, but at least Chris Christie is saying what needs to be said. He's doing the bare minimum. He's a Bush Republican, he's a neocon. But I would take him if I had a choice. Like, this is the craziest thing I thought of. Okay, would I go with Robert Kennedy Jr. or would I go with Chris Christie? Gun to my head. Who would I pick? Christie. Christie's a corrupt asshole, but he's a corrupt asshole I could at least tolerate or deal with. It's a ideology I somewhat know how to handle well enough. Robert Kennedy Jr. is like, what the fuck? Now I'm going to just transition to this dickhead. He's an anti-vax loon. He says things that aren't true. Vaccines are not linked to autism. As someone who's neurodivergent, get fucked. That is the most fucked up thing you could say. It's been debunked for 30 years. The fact that you're still peddling it is absolutely disgusting. And you're a goddamn puppet of the worst of the right. Your father is rolling in his grave. I swear to God, Robert Kennedy Jr. says so much bullshit. I'm surprised the corpse of his father hasn't come back as a zombie to just slap the fuck out of him. Like, I'm not even kidding. Concerning how weird the 2020s have been, zombie Robert Kennedy Jr. going, Junior, you have fucking disgusted me. And his hand disintegrates because he's been dead since 1968. He'd be like, you pissed me off so much, Junior. I've come back from the grave to fucking slap you. That's the worst Massachusetts Kennedy accent I think I've ever heard. And I'm the one who did it. Says a lot, but fuck it. And then you got Cornel West, who I like, but then there are things coming out about him because apparently he doesn't pay his child support and has a lot in taxes. But it's like, ideologically, I like him the most, but his campaign ain't going anywhere. He'd be better off running as a Democrat, primary Biden. If you don't like Biden, run as a Democrat. At least that's what Marianne Williamson is doing and Kennedy are doing. But here's Cornel West going, oh yeah, I'm Dr. Cornel West. I'm a smart, motherfucker and I'm awesome, but I'm going to do a run for president that's not going to go anywhere. I mean, of the Green Party candidates I've seen and had, you know, I think he's as good as Ralph Nader. You know, like, I barely remember Ralph Nader. I saw Ralph Nader in, like I vividly remember looking at Ralph Nader in 08 during the primaries. I didn't know shit about the Green Party. I probably could have. I probably should have read it. I was in 5th grade or 6th grade or some shit. Probably 5th grade. Man. But the long story short is, Cornel West has no chance of winning, and he's fucking up his image by running for the prestigious position. His campaign looked at as a joke, because his campaign started with the People's Party, which apparently is a hack fraud organization run by idiots. Mainly Jimmy Dore, who's a fucking idiot. I don't know what else I got to say. I want to edit this video and see how it turned out, because I semi-miss, but don't miss doing these type of videos, because I get all the anger out when I do these, but I'm getting a headache, so that's not good. With that in mind, live long and prosper and have a good day.